A realistic morning scene showing many large dump trucks competing to carry soil at a construction site. The ground is dusty and the sunlight is bright. During the rush, one big truck suddenly loses balance and nearly tips over close to a yellow Komatsu excavator. The camera captures the moment dramatically, with dust flying and workers looking shocked. Realistic lighting, cinematic focus, morning atmosphere. The air is thick with the smell of diesel and damp earth. A symphony of roaring engines and the constant clatter of machinery creating a chaotic yet organized ballet of heavy equipment. Each driver, a seasoned veteran of these sprawling work zones, expertly navigates their colossal vehicle through the narrow, temporary roadways carved into the muddy landscape. The sun, just cresting the horizon, casts long, dramatic shadows that stretch across the site, painting everything in a warm, golden hue. Dust motes dance in the slanted beams of light, creating a hazy, almost dreamlike quality to the otherwise gritty and industrial setting. The ground, a mixture of loose soil and gravel, shifts and crunches under the immense weight of the trucks, their oversized tires leaving deep ruts in their wake. A sense of urgency hangs in the air. The project is on a tight deadline, and every load of soil counts. The yellow Komatsu excavator, a silent giant in the midst of this frenzy, pivots with surprising grace. Its massive hydraulic arm extends, the steel bucket biting into a freshly dug mound of earth with a satisfying crunch. With a practiced motion, the operator swings the arm over the bed of a waiting dump truck, releasing the payload with a thunderous cascade of soil and rock. Dust billows up, momentarily obscuring the truck before settling back onto the ground. The truck's suspension groans under the added weight, and without a moment's hesitation, the driver pulls away, another truck immediately taking its place. This cycle repeats with a relentless, mechanical rhythm, a testament to the efficiency and power of modern construction. The scene is a powerful display of man and machine working in concert to reshape the very earth beneath their feet. Workers in hard hats and high-visibility vests move with purpose around the periphery, their shouts and hand signals barely audible over the mechanical din. They are the conductors of this orchestra, ensuring the flow of traffic is maintained and that safety protocols are, for the most part, followed. However, in this high-stakes environment, the line between controlled chaos and outright disaster is perilously thin. The competition among the truck drivers, though unspoken, is palpable. Each one jockeys for position, eager to get their truck filled and be on their way to complete as many runs as possible before the day is out. It is during one of these moments of intense haste that the carefully orchestrated routine begins to unravel. A large, heavily laden dump truck, its red cab caked in a layer of grime, attempts a sharp turn at a speed just slightly too fast for the soft, uneven ground. The driver, perhaps overconfident from 1,000 successful previous turns, misjudges the angle and the stability of his load. For a heart-stopping second, everything seems to move in slow motion. The truck's massive frame begins to lisp precariously to one side. The tires, on the opposite side, lifting clear off the ground. The carefully balanced load of soil shifts violently, acting as a dead weight pulling the vehicle inexorably downward. The driver's face, visible for a fleeting moment through the dusty windshield, is a mask of pure, unadulterated shock, his hands gripping the steering wheel in a futile attempt to correct the fatal error. The truck teeters on the brink, a metallic behemoth struggling against the unyielding pull of gravity. It is a terrifying, mesmerizing sight, a dance of physics and fortune that is about to end badly. The near catastrophe unfolds directly beside the yellow Komatsu excavator, whose operator has just finished loading another vehicle. The excavator operator, seeing the impending disaster, freezes, his own machine now in the direct path of the toppling truck. The potential for a chain reaction of destruction is immense. If the truck falls, it will certainly strike the excavator. potentially rupturing hydraulic lines and spilling flammable fluid, or even causing the excavator itself to become unstable. The air, once filled with the productive sounds of construction, is suddenly pierced by a collective gasp from the workers who have stopped dead in their tracks to witness the unfolding drama. The camera, positioned perfectly to capture the event, zooms in on the tipping point. The focus shifts cinematically from the straining chassis of the truck to the terrified eyes of a nearby worker, then to the spinning tires that have lost their purchase on the earth. Dust, which had been a constant but manageable presence, is now a violent, swirling cloud kicked up by the skidding tires and the shifting weight of the truck. It engulfs the lower half of the vehicle, adding to the sense of chaos and confusion. The sound is a horrifying screech of tortured metal, the groaning of a frame pushed beyond its structural limits, and the deep, rumbling shift of tons of soil preparing to spill across the site. The bright morning sunlight catches the edges of the dust cloud, illuminating it in a way that is both beautiful and terrifying. The moment is frozen in time, a dramatic tableau of impending failure. For those few seconds, the entire construction site holds its breath. The rhythmic pulse of progress halted by the sudden, stark reality of a near. The truck lurches, its massive weight finally succumbing to the laws of physics, and begins its slow, inexorable fall towards the unforgiving ground and the stationary excavator, a silent, yellow witness to the brink of disaster. Realistic lighting, cinematic focus, morning atmosphere,